And these levels are not really fun, in my opinion. I've never really enjoyed them. Sometimes they're a big pain in the butt, but they're alright, I guess. There's always some kind of puzzle to them. Like, for example, this one, and I'm not saying, hey, you could figure this out right away, but because I've played this so much, they want you to hit this block, and then it'll release like one of those plant ladders, and you'll go up there. But I go through the door a second time, and then screw it up. I go in through the door a third time. You only have to go in twice, and then you can unlock the switch. And I didn't mean to fall through, but whatever. We're already at the end. If you go through this door, then it just releases coins that go into a wall, and I think this is the exit. No, it's not. Okay, so I actually screwed up. Yeah, I screwed up. Okay, so yeah. When you get to this point, you want to go through the door, and then you want to go through it again. Okay, so don't do it 3 times like I just did. I screwed that one up. But, yeah, go through it a second time. And then it'll open up the plant flower thing, which you actually do want to go up. I think I mentioned you don't want to go up. You do want to go up, because this will open this door, which will take you to the exit. If you just go through it the one time, then it's going to give you that switch. And that's what I ended up hitting. And that switch will just bring you in circles. So you'll literally be going around in circles, and the time will run out, and you'll die and everything. So it's not ideal. Let's save and continue. Now I'm actually going to go back and open up another secret, because this area that I want to open is pretty much essential if you want to get all kinds of goodies and make it a little bit easier on yourself, so you don't have to keep going back to this stage collecting feathers. I'm going to go ahead and exit again, just in case something goes wrong. I need another feather. You can do this with just one, but I like to play it safe because, yeah, like I said, something can go wrong. Okay, so I have 2 feathers. What I'm going to do is re-enter the ghost house and go ahead and climb on up. I'm going to climb on up. I'm going to fly on up. And the only way that this can go wrong is if you would have hit a ghost flying up. Because sometimes I don't know if you noticed, but they're kind of transparent, and then they'll kind of solidify. Well, if one of them solidifies like that, you can hit it. You don't want to hit contact with them, but I want to grab this feather. Sometimes they will stoop low and they will hit you, so be careful. And I almost got hit there, but it's okay. Yeah, if they become solidified when you do that initial jump on the very left side at the very beginning of the level, then you'll get hit, and then obviously you can't fly up. So it's good to have a second feather just in case. But fortunately, nothing really went wrong there. And we went ahead and made it on top. Because once you get on top, it doesn't matter if you get hit like I did. You can go ahead and still finish the level. So now that we did that, we get to an area called Top Secret Area. And this is going to be a really helpful place because you can always enter it. As you can see, there's an unlimited time frame. There's no level here, really. Whether you exit from the left or the right, you will be able to exit this area. And every single time you go in there, you can go ahead and collect Yoshi. You can collect, flowers and mushrooms and feathers. But if you already have Yoshi and you click it, you'll get a 1-up. So guess what? If you keep on entering and exiting the level, you can get like infinite 1-ups. So that's pretty cool. Alright, we're at Donut Plains 3. And so far so good. Whee! And I didn't really have to grab the feather, but sometimes I get tempted to. Now, here's an example of where we can fly. So Yoshi has wings because he just ate, or he didn't eat it, but he has a blue Koopa in his mouth. You gotta be careful though, because when he runs out, because you'll see him start to swallow the shell. See, there you go. You want to make sure that you're not above something where you can fall to your death. Which I just was, but fortunately I was able to land on that little platform. If something goes wrong, you might be able to do a long jump and sacrifice Yoshi and survive, which I tend to do in these kinds of levels because sometimes something goes wrong and I don't land the way I want to land, and so you have to do what you gotta do. Don't worry, there are plenty of other Yoshis in the world. Just not the ones that you have to leave behind. Alright, so yeah, okay, so like these ones, there's kind of a memory match, kind of, well, not a memory match, but just kind of a pattern that you have to kind of go with. And then once you get the one up, it'll switch on you. So okay, the middle one's not good, the right one's not good, so it has to be left, and then middle, and then right. So yeah, you can potentially get, I think, what, like 6 or 7 lives there, but I've never done it because I'm always gonna mess up like at least once. It kind of reminds me of that game Mastermind. I don't know if anyone's ever played it, but you kind of have to like try to match up the pattern that your opponent sets up. You can't see their 4 colors, and you have to kind of, you get like, there's like 6 different colors, and you have to put the colors in the same order that that your opponent put them in, and you only get so many tries to do it. I don't think it's that hard of a game, but it's pretty fun. But yeah, it reminds me of that. Alright, so here we are. Wow, I didn't even realize I had 32 lives. That's pretty good. I don't think I've died yet, fortunately. I'm sure that I know that there were plenty of opportunities where I could have died. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of cheap, but I'll tend to try to fly over levels whenever possible. Oh, by the way, as you see, I'm holding a yellow shell, and if you jump, Yoshi will kind of do the stomp thing, which I think can hurt enemies that are like nearby. Let's see if I can show you before Yoshi swallows it. Okay, he didn't really do anything with that turtle, but I can use this blue one to fly. Woo! Oh no, wait, don't lose him. Okay, cool. Whee! Oh, wow, cool. I didn't even know that was there. Oh no, Yoshi, no! Let's see if we can save him. We did. Yeah, so I think that was like a 3-life little moon thing. Sometimes they're around, but I honestly didn't remember that was there. I got lucky. And these are Goombas, or they're supposed to be. Oh, okay. I'd rather take Yoshi than the feather, which disappeared kind of quickly. And it's cool with Yoshi because Yoshi can pretty much kill anything in one hit. Oh, yeah, I knew he was gonna hit me, but okay. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this guy so he doesn't get in our way. Okay, and you gotta jump on it. Jump on it. And we're gonna fly to our exit. And yeah, that's not enough to get 100, but hey, it's close. 95, nice. Alright. So now we are at Morton's Castle. And I'll probably end up doing Morton's Castle, and then I'll go back and do some of the extra special levels. Once again, we're going to leave Yoshi behind. I probably should have gone back to the top secret area before I entered the castle, because I'm kind of setting myself up for a first death here. Let's see if I can do it without dying. Whee! Okay, so there's a mushroom. Woo! Okay. Mushroom always brings me a sense of security, knowing that I have one extra hit available before dying. Okay. And I always have a running gag when I play Mario games that, you know, I mean, all of the enemies are Bowser's henchmen, I would imagine. And everyone's out to get Mario, so, you know, I wonder, the people who kill Mario, because Mario does die multiple times throughout a game, for the average gamer, I wonder, like, if Bowser does anything to reward those henchmen that actually do get the best of Mario. Like, you know, if they end up killing Mario, do they get promoted? I know it's not that funny, but I've always wondered that. That's me overthinking a Mario game, because, yeah, you could really overthink those. But, yeah, those guys, I don't know what they're actually called, but I know in Super Mario RPG they're called bones, so I typically call them bones. And they're pretty annoying, but it's nice that if you have the cape, you can kill them right away. And we have a springy thingy, which you're able to grab and move about, but no way to do that, no need to do that. Alright. I hope that me, oh, this is a good place to die, possibly. Yep. I almost died. I don't know if anyone's kind of noticed it, but yeah, I'm always doing, or I'm always tapping the Y button. The way I play these kinds of platformer games is I'm almost always holding the Y button down, and if I'm not holding it down, I'll be sure to be pressing it frequently, because I like to hold the Y button, it's the run button, and then kind of shift my thumb down to press the B button, which is the jump button. Oh my god! Oh! 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 Oh, I hate that. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Well, here we go again. But yeah, that's typically the way I'll play these games. Let's see if I can recover this mushroom. Cool. Yeah, I'm almost always holding down the run button, and the main reason I do that is because, like, when you're not running and you try to jump, you don't really get a lot of momentum off your jump, and so I always like go out of my way to make sure I get the most momentum possible. And that doesn't just go for Mario games, it goes for the Donkey Kong Country games, which I absolutely love, by the way. But yeah, that's just kind of my natural tendency, so, I mean, I don't know how other people play these games, but I would imagine a lot of people do the same thing. It's just a comfortable way to play, especially on the Super Nintendo controller. Now, I do want to say this. I mentioned this in my first video that I do have access to the emulator for the Super Nintendo, but also the actual console, which is what I'm playing right now. I prefer to play on the actual console because I prefer using the original controller. Yes, I know that in the Nintendo Wii you can play with the classic controller, which is dog bone shaped like the original Super Nintendo controller, but I just prefer to use the original controller because I grew up playing with it and I'm just so much more comfortable with it. And I personally feel like the controls are way smoother when you play on the actual system. Plus, like, I don't know, I always have, you know, when I'm not playing on, like, my computer, when I'm just playing on, like, a TV, I feel like playing on the TV with the original console is a lot more, it's just way more smooth. Not the lag or the rendering, but just like, oh, what's the word? Just the flow of the gameplay is just way more smooth when you play it with the original console than when you play on the Wii. In my case, the Wii on an emulator. I just feel like everything's kind of more delayed and just awkward. Okay, this is the part where I died last time, so I don't want to make the same mistake. And earlier when I pressed the green palace switch, it makes this solidify, so that's nice because we don't have to deal with a transparent gap that I have to jump over. But yeah, I really do prefer playing on the original console controllers instead of using emulators. I'm just more comfortable doing that. And if you're more comfortable playing on emulators with whatever controller you're using, you know, go for it. That's perfectly fine. I have nothing against that, but yeah, it's just more of a personal preference. So we're playing Morton, I believe, and he's pretty easy. I actually probably could have killed him there, but I just wasn't really... Oh, focus. Let's kill him now. Okay. Yeah, obviously they get quicker, they get stronger whenever you hit them, but yeah, most of the bosses are only 3 hits in this game, with the exception of, I think, Bowser at the very end. I think he's like 6 hits or something like that. But yeah, pretty straightforward. So at least, yeah, I died. You know, I wanted to try to make it a little further, but, you know, I'll take it on the second castle. Morton Koopa Jr. of Castle 2 is now just a memory. The next area is the underground Vanilla Dome. Not my favorite world, by the way. What traps await Mario in this new world? What will become of Princess Toadstool? What will Princess of become Toadstool? Alright. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save.